Hello Riley friends, and today I am very scared to talk about my bad writing habits, which I have a lot. I feel like as writers we all have some very interesting habits that we want to get rid of, but as a writer I thought it would be really fun just to kind of share things that I really like struggle with, and just like really funny things. I'm just like, Anna, why do I do this? I could be so much better if I didn't do this, but they're habits and they're gonna stick with me for a long time. But yeah, let's go ahead and get on to the video. Okay, so the first really bad habit that I have is that I write multiple projects at once, and I get new shiny ideas and I don't stick to projects, and I just like keep just like having new ideas and I literally just can't stop. And that means I never get any books finished. I feel like a lot of people actually struggle with this a lot, and it's just something that all writers, you know, distraction with another project is so enticing sometimes, and you're just like, that idea seems so cool, I'm in the mood to write it, so why can't I write it? But other times it's like, self-control is important. Self-control is important. The next thing is kind of similar, and that's distraction in regards to like being at school in like my uni classes, or even like before my uni classes, and I'm just like writing my book, like a short story or something, and or I'm just like thinking about my book and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I wonder what's gonna happen, or like I'm just brainstorming a character and I should be focusing. Like, yeah, I know it's sometimes good because I usually brainstorm or like daydream almost when I'm like on the bus waiting for a class, but sometimes if I'm in class, that's really bad. I think it was probably my worst when I was in like the last year of high school, grade 12, which was actually last year, and the way I would just like just like be in class and just like look out the window and just want to go home and write my book. But that is a problem, because what happens is I go home, I'm very excited, I finished all my work, and I'm so burnt out from school that I can't actually write, and I feel so terrible because then the next day I'm like, damn, I should have written, now I have more work to do and I won't be able to write. So I guess that's a double whammy for you. Bad habits, not good, but sometimes it can't be helped. The next bad habit is actually me using too many short sentences, which is so interesting. So this is kind of like in reference to my actual writing style, and I don't know, I love short sentences and I like just like how they sound and just the impact they have, but I feel like I overuse them to the point where it's like all I write is short sentences, and it's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I do this. But it's hilarious, it's funny, it's cool, and sometimes it's interesting, so it's almost like my writing signature. But then it gets like so boring that you're just like, no, it's just bad writing. But yeah, that's one of my bad writing habits, which sometimes is annoying, but I just love short sentences so much because I think they just impact so much on the scene. But again, yeah, I think I need to spice it up a bit, try some more complex sentences, I don't know. Or maybe it's just easy for me, maybe I'm just like, short sentences are fun and easy, but they're creative and overused. The next bad habit that I seem to always do is I either read or I write. I get like into eras, which is really interesting because sometimes if I have a week and I'm just like, I really want to write and I should be writing, but I really feel like reading, I will just read and not write. And that's like the other way around. So when I do have a big writing week and I love writing, I haven't read in a while, and that's kind of like this week, for example. I've been writing this short story, which is actually really cool, but I haven't been reading at all. Like I read some like manga and like my Bible, but I don't actually read like my current reads. And I'm like, Anna, you're supposed to be a writer and a reader, like that's your whole idea. But then I'm like, no, I want to just write. And it's really interesting because maybe I just want to be like stuck in one story, because I think manga and like other sort of short stuff is okay. But like in regards to my project, I think having like been in the headspace of one book is maybe less like crazy for me, because I think with like uni and stuff going on in my life, like I just want to be, you know, focusing on one sort of story or novel. And me reading a book and writing a book is like information overload. It's a terrible habit, but I do it anyway. And yeah, that's the habit. Last but not least is, I feel like you do this. If you do this, we are the same people. That is giving your giving your own characters your own problems. And I mean, it's like your story, like you can do what you want and like you can give your characters whatever problems that can really like tell the story, but sometimes like your trauma goes on your characters and you're just like, I'm so sorry. And I feel like it's such like a meme and like a joke in like any sort of artist and like them making OCs, which are like original characters, and you're just like, maybe that's not healthy. Maybe me projecting what I'm going through in my character is just gonna like make me sad. But then again, it's like relatable and interesting and cool, because honestly you're kind of putting your ideas and like how they would interpret your problem, and it's interesting because like you maybe can learn from them, which is even more interesting because you're the one writing it and solving the problems through them. I don't know. My brain is a bit fried today. But yeah, that's all my habits. I have those 5 really bad habits. I have a lot more. I have a lot more habits, but that's all we have for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, definitely subscribe to my channel. And I don't know, sometimes writing habits is like what makes you your writer and an individual, like unique writer, but sometimes it's not good. So hopefully you can maybe relate to a few that I talked about today. I have a lot of vlogs coming up on my channel, so definitely stay tuned, and that includes also a lot of NaNoWriMo vlogs. If you didn't know that, I'm going to be actually I'm going to be writing a full-on book in November, and I'm going to be like, whenever I actually sit down and write, I'm going to film it and vlog it and upload it onto YouTube, so you guys can literally see the exact process of me writing a whole book, which is going to be so fun. So definitely stay tuned for that. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Definitely share with your friends, and yeah, also I have a podcast if you didn't know. Definitely check that out if you want some more writing content. But yeah, I hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys.